Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. So today I've created this dramatic headpiece. Please stay tuned to see how I've made this creation. Okay, so to start off, we're going to use this horsehair-like material. This is from the Celebrated brand. I got this felt and foam glue. I also got some wires. I got a smaller one and also a larger wire, and these are just from like the jewelry section at Michael's. I got some scissors, some little baby pliers, and some black felt material as well. So to get started, I'm just going to unroll this, and there's no real science to this. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of unrolling it and rolling it back to my liking. I'm twisting and turning it and placing it in materials that I would prefer. I'm kind of bunching it up with my fingers and making sure that I keep the center really held onto tightly. That way I don't lose the center mark. So I'm just unrolling most of it and I'm just bunching it up as I would like. I am twisting and turning and trying to create more of an intricate style to this. So when you're doing this, just have fun with it. You can twist it and turn it to your liking. You can kind of make it as big or as small and tight as you would like. Here I've kind of gotten a desired style, and because I do, I'm going to then take this small wire, and because there's holes in the material, I'm able to really just put it through easily and grab onto it. So I'm just sticking it right through the middle, pulling it down, and then I'm just taking the other half and I'm just connecting the two pieces. I'm then able to kind of tie it just as you would like a shoelace and just kind of tie a knot. So I'm bringing it further down, as you can see here, and once I've got those two pieces, I'm just tying it really secure, and I'm kind of just twisting the two wires. That way I can really secure. Twisting this as you see now, and this will really secure the piece, and then it'll make sure that it just stays together as I create other pieces moving forward. Have some excess material here. I'm just cutting it off, but I'm kind of cutting it to a curve. That way it can have that nice kind of style to it. Altogether, I would say I have about maybe 10 pieces that I did. So again, I'm just taking the pieces, kind of bringing them together, pinching them with my fingers, and unrolling this and then rolling it back as I would like over the piece that I'm making. I'm twisting and turning and taking larger pieces, smaller pieces. And this material is so great because you can really kind of stretch it out, or you can scrunch it together, which is, I think, so versatile and so amazing. So it's really fun and easy to create. As you see, I've gotten to the end of the roll, so I'm just untying it. I'm taking it all off the tape, and there were some little tape pieces, so I'm just taking that off right before I connect it all together. And then I go right ahead and attach some more wire to the inside of it and kind of just wrap it up within the wire, really secure it within the wire. I'm putting this last bit just around and kind of just scrunching it together with my hands. I'm going to prepare the piece that I'm going to place on top of her head. I wanted it to be something that was comfortable and that wouldn't hurt. So because of that, I decided to go with the felt material. I'm taking the larger wire and kind of just shaping it into place as I would like. I want to make kind of an oval shape, but that way I can kind of go over her head, and I can also kind of bend it and form it to the shape of her head exactly. So I'm just kind of mapping out right now where I want the wire to go. It's very easy to cut, so it's really easy to work with. And I'm just taking the piece that I have now and I'm just twisting the ends together. Once again, just kind of making sure that this piece is really secured. I'm using my little tiny baby pliers and I'm just kind of securing the ends and making sure that nothing is sticking out because I don't want it to hurt her, obviously. And so I'm just securing this once again, making sure it's really nice and tight and just kind of smoothened around the edges. You can also use your fingers to kind of twist it all together, and then once you get to the end, again, you can use the pliers and kind of just make sure that that little piece is kind of tucked in and really secure. That way there's nothing kind of poking out of the material itself. Once I have this together, I'm just making sure that I have the shape that I want, and then I'm going in with the felt and foam glue and putting that along the edges and just folding that in. Just a little disclaimer, this glue did not do its job. I actually had to wait all night and it did not stick together. I was so upset because I got felt and foam glue specifically for this creation, but it did not work, so I just went with my trusty glue gun and it worked like a charm. So I just glued around all the edges with the glue gun, and then I just secured it and it stayed right away. It did not move, so it was awesome. I'm then going in with the glue gun and I'm securing all the pieces that I made previously. So I'm just putting on enough glue and then I'm just kind of pressing on the pieces that I made. Because there are holes in this material, just be sure to be careful when pressing them down. It is very, very hot, this glue, so you do not want to get hurt. So kids, if you're trying to create this, please be careful. So again, just grabbing loads of glue, putting it onto the material, and then pressing down. Just be careful. I did get burned myself a few times, and the glue did get stuck, but it's all okay. It'll come right off if it does get stuck onto your finger. Just hold it down, press it down for just a little bit, and then take off the excess glue, and just continue on with the other pieces, just doing the same process over and over again. So here I'm just gluing on the last of the pieces, and as you can see, it's getting pretty dramatic right now. So again, you can do this with as many pieces or as little as you would like. You can make it even bigger if you would like, or you can make it smaller into just a nice little petite hat. This is just the look that we were going for. This look was inspired by Lindsay Adler and by Lori's son. Marcus Isaac of Marcus Isaac Photography and myself really wanted to kind of recreate this look but put our little own spin onto it. So this is the end result, and as you'll see here, it's a very dramatic. And please stay tuned for more images at Marcus Isaac Photography on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much for watching this creation of the headpiece. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and until next time, remember to create a life that you love.